There guys, I'm Daisho and I'm here to play some more campaign. I'm kind of enjoying this campaign. I mean, they've got the nice little storyline with actual cutscenes and stuff, and that's pretty cool, and they don't usually have that in these duels games, and they're pretty interesting and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, I've been enjoying it, and just playing Magic is fun. Building my deck is always fun. I mean, there's not that many cards to choose from, but it's nice to build in. There's a couple different directions you can take, and it's always fun to figure them out. But anyway, you've discovered the location of an ancient map that can direct you to the tomb. In case you forgot what was happening in the story, I just battled Jace to determine, or in my mind I battled Jace to determine, for him to determine if I was worthy enough to go ahead and try and kill this, or like destroy this tomb or whatever, so that Garrick wouldn't turn into a demon, because he's now under the possession of the chainmail. And yeah, that's not great. Or the veil, the chain veil, the veil, Liliana's veil. I don't know. Anyway, but the castle protecting it is under siege. You join the besieging army, hoping to overcome the castle's defenses and secure the map. All right. So we're trying to take over a city, apparently, or a castle. Sorry, my bad. On our way to the tomb. Alright, this hand's kind of sweet. Yeah. Does stuff. One thing to note though is Hero Vyros doesn't really get triggered, or does not get triggered by his heroic ability, doesn't get triggered by Wrecking Ogre, so it's kind of annoying. But alright, what you got here? I like this card. It's pretty good. Makes it really hard to attack into, rather. Let's get this set up going. All right, cool. Yeah, I can't hear any music. Is there music going? Shouldn't there be music? No, I turned it down, but I didn't realize that I turned it off. No, there's just no music here. Maybe my volume needs to go on my computer. There we go. Sorry. Alright, let's resume this duel. Okay, now it's really loud. There we go. That should do it. Alright, bro, you can get in for one. I don't mind. And that's an elite vanguard. So my opponent is definitely starting out on the aggressive side. 2 elite vanguards, my bad. Don't want to shortchange you there. We'll drop this Hero Vyros. His first ability that makes auras cheaper is not really going to be relevant. His other one is also not that relevant. I don't have too many targeting spells, but at least he'll hold off this 1/1 for now. Nope. Alright, well if he attacks with this, then I'll block one of those. Otherwise, I still can't actually block. Alright, so he's going to attack with everything. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and trade for an Elite Vanguard. I can't afford to take too much damage, and I'm definitely not the aggressive player here. That's an important lesson that you need to learn basically whenever you play Magic, is just determining which player is the aggressive player. So if you're the aggressive player, then you should try and attack and make those kind of trades, and not trade your creatures when they attack you, only trade your creatures on offense. That's so brutal right now. But either way, I will trade both my guys to kill the Elite Vanguard, because again, I can't really afford not to. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose both my creatures, but I guess I could have killed that and kept the 1/1 around. Doesn't really sound too good. So I'm down to 12 here, so I can either Divine Verdict or Assault Griffin. I'm going to play this Assault Griffin. No, I should have Divine Verdict had gotten rid of that thing. That was a mistake. Because then next turn I can play this Wrecking Ogre, and hopefully it would just wall his team. Is this another one of those things? Oh, okay, it just gets +1/+1. Alright, well I can still trade for this. Oh, he's not going to even offer the trade. So yeah, Divine Verdict. Well, I guess he would have attacked with both if I didn't Divine Verdict. Alright, we'll take 5 here. I don't really have much of a choice. It's unfortunate. If I could just have one more turn, then I'd be able to use both of these Wrecking Ogres to take him out. I could play a Wrecking Ogre and trade with this thing and this thing. No. Yeah? No. Just give it +1/+1. Alright. I wish that there was post-comp. No. Alright, let's just pass the turn. I feel like he's going to attack with everything. And that'll be the best situation for me. He's still got 3 cards in hand. That's kind of brutal. Sure. Play a 3/3. If everything goes according to plan, I should be able to take 3 damage and only lose. Alright, so which one do I want to hit? I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, actually it does. I want to kill... No, I have to kill this one. Otherwise, yeah. So when I kill this one, the other one loses some health. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Otherwise, bad stuff happens. Throw this guy here. Gonna take 3 damage, go down to 4. And not die, because I have an Attendant Knight. But it doesn't really help. There's no way for me to win this game. Well, I think I'm still going to do it, because there's no real reason to concede. Well, I guess it saves time. And all I'm doing this turn is chump blocking, going to 2, and then I'm going to lose to this next turn. So I don't think that there's any card in my deck that actually saves me here. Unfortunately. I guess this thing just... Oh, okay. Well, if he does it that way, then I actually still have to jump block both of them, because otherwise he could just pump the one that is unblocked and kill me. Unfortunate, but it's the case. I guess that was actually a really good draw. Alright. We dead. Let's start again. This is a pretty tough matchup. Yeah. This deck's sweet. Honor the Pure with a lot of white aggro creatures. Alright, I like this. I like the aggressiveness. And yeah, I guess Coordinated Assault would just be an extremely powerful card for me. So no 1-drop is very good to see. I could Bushwhacker here, but I'll hold on to it. Yeah, I'll hold on to it. Why not? Just a 1/1 for 1 is not really going to cut it here. Let's see, he's got to have a 2. No 2. Alright, so I'm going to be the first one to get on the board here, and I'm going to go ahead and drop this Truefire Paladin. Very, very good against that deck. Just the ability to gain first strike. Right now, though, I'm a little bit land starved, so he's not really going to help out that much. 2/3 here. No, what is this? 1/4. Alright. That can block any number of creatures. That's pretty decent here, but he's not going to be able to block this. I don't want to play the Snarecaster because I'd rather play the Attendant Knight this turn, but there's no way he can block, because otherwise I can just pump. And I don't want to pump, but just the threat for me of pumping is enough to make him never block in that situation. So the reason why I don't want to pump is because then I can't do anything else this turn, or anything else of value. So yeah, it's not really great for me. I can actually still just tap this down and then Bushwhacker or something like that if I wanted to, but I'm probably going to have to... Is this thing a soldier? Oh god, that's brutal. Alright, let's see, I have no removal or anything like that. And I don't have 2 activations out of this because I have only 1 planes. Could Snarecaster that thing down and Bushwhacker. Pushes through a lot of damage right now, but I think I'd rather set up my board for next turn. Because once I do, I only have that once, and this Palace Guard is just going to get in the way the next turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop this Marauding Maulhorn, I think. And hopefully that'll set up for a pretty sweet turn. There's a bunch of different ways to play that turn. Whenever you have like four cards that you can play, or 5 cards that you can play, and you don't have any mana plus activated abilities, then you get into one of the more difficult parts of Magic. Okay, well, that's not good. It's going to be very hard to get through this now. Can't kill either of these things with a shock. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to attack and see what happens. Hopefully just play an Assault Griffin post-combat. Start getting in the air at least. Oh, he's just gonna take it. Alrighty. Well, I mean that's a good chunk of damage there. I can push more damage through. I can push 5 damage through by giving this thing protection from white, and 3 in the air, 2 from that. So actually might be able to squeeze out of this one. We'll see if he's gonna attack here. I can definitely see some attacks, but no, not gonna do anything. Alrighty. Captain O the Watch. Well, it looks like I will not have that much time. Plains is not a bad draw. Oh, and I can actually push another 2 more through Bushwhacker. Is he just dead? Let's see, that's going to be 10, 12. No, I'm going to be 1 short. There's no way I can get any more damage through, right? If I had an extra white source and I can get 6 through from this, but I don't think that's going to work out. Alright, let's just do that this turn. So let's go ahead and God's Willing this. Give it pro-white. Protection from white. Scry. How many lands do I have? I only have 5 lands, so that's actually not going to do anything here. So we're going to put that on the bottom. We're going to Bushwhacker here to give my creatures that can actually get in more attack. I think I'm going to play a Snarecaster for another chump blocker in case he has like another pump effect. I haven't done the math, but I think I can survive the next turn and then just kill him in the air. Alright, this is working out better than I had expected. The only issue is that I actually just need Marauding Maulhorn to get in, or I need the Assault Griffin to not die. I don't know if my opponent's playing any Divine Verdicts or anything. I guess we'll find out. No, we're just going to play 1 of the cards. And everything's coming in. I mean, they all have Vigilance. None of them are actually going to die. This is going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15. Plus 1, 2, 3, 12. That's 27 damage. Well, yeah, I guess, I mean, can I afford to do this? Sure. So if this is the case, I'm going to take 12. Sure, sounds good. Divine Verdict. Wow, okay, that works for me. I guess I managed to get the Divine Verdict out of his hand by doing that, and now I can actually win the game, whereas I would not have been able to. Yeah, it seems strange that the computer would just screw up like that, but I'm alright with it, so I guess I win? Can go me? I don't know. It's not really a fair win. Let's continue. Let's open a Chandalar booster pack. Radiant Fountain. Oh, these are just M15 cards. Alright. Ooh, Inferno Fist. I like Inferno Fist. Very powerful card. It's very good with my flyers. And Another Attended Knight is good to see. Runescarred Demon's back in this game. Alright. Quickling is also pretty cool. I like the card design. Meteorite is not great. But Broodkeeper, I think that I don't know, might be able to pick up 4. Yeah, I guess you could probably pick up 4 uncommons. So if you do get a 4 Broodkeeper deck, then that might be a thing. I don't know how much other support there is for aura-based decks, but yeah, I definitely want to toss this Attended Knight and this Inferno Fist in the deck, maybe even the Marauding Maulhorn, but we'll see. I was thinking that I might not actually want Kiln Fiend in this deck. He doesn't really do much for me, so I'm going to drop those Kiln Fiends. And Bushwhacker is just like sometimes does stuff, but usually not. I don't know. He's not great, but yeah, we'll toss in an Inferno Fist and a Marauding Maulhorn, and I guess I need to find space for an Attended Knight as well. Right? Yeah. Attended Knight. Theros is really just a 2/2 for 2 in this deck. I think that I'd rather have like a Leonin Snarecaster. As silly as that sounds. Yeah, alright. Let's do it. Sounds good to me. Save and quit. There's definitely some stuff to do in this. The cards are not like utterly and ridiculously boring. So, or in this game rather. I don't know if I said this deck. There are definitely some cool things that you can do in this format, and I'm excited to do them. Collect all the cards. Maybe I'll end up buying the full whatever. I don't know if you even can, or if you have to just try and unlock everything through boosters, but we'll see. The map is indecipherable. You continue to explore Chandalar, coming across a strange race of rapidly evolving creatures. Individually, they pose little threats, but as they call more to the fight, they grow more powerful. That sounds like slivers to me. I can beat some slivers. So, I do not want to keep this hand at all. I don't have the right color land, so let's draw a new one. This one I only have 1 land, so let's draw a new one. This one is not great, but I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it here. Hopefully I'll draw some lands, and then some stuff that I can start drawing off of my Mentor of the Meek. This is actually kind of interesting if I actually even... Oh, this is going to be a Gale Rider Sliver? Blech. Alright, you got it, friend. Everything you have has flying. There's no way I'm going to win this one. It's going to actually... might warrant a deck change. I was experimenting in the deck editor earlier. Sure, whatever. We'll tap my own creature, because it doesn't matter. I was experimenting earlier in the editor, and... I mean, there's some cool things that I can do with like a red-black control deck. I mean, I have 3 Auger Sprees. Getting that Runescarred Demon might actually really help, as it's an awesome finisher. Alright, he didn't do anything on turn 2. That's very good for me. And drawing that shock is also very good. So even though I am stuck on mana, at least I have good things to do. I was also taking a look at the achievements, and a lot of them seem pretty fun to attempt, so maybe I will try and get all the achievements in this game. Surprised that there's no like Blur Sliver or something coming down here, but I'm alright with it. The good thing about Slivers is that a lot of them die to something like shock. What is this? Death Touch, you say? I don't think I care that much about Death Touch. There's another Snarecaster, but I'm alright trading my bear for his 2-drop. It works for me. So I'll offer the trade in case he wants to do it. If he doesn't want to do it, then that's fine. Technically, I probably should. Well, I don't know. It's weird because so here's what I'm thinking. This situation actually comes up a lot in Magic. That's why I'm going to talk about it. But right here, I have the opportunity to give my opponent no decision. I have the opportunity to tap his creature and not be able to block. But I sort of think that it would be better for me if he blocked. But on the flip side, if he does block, then that means that he thinks that it would be better for him to block. So he has more information about his hand, I have more information about my hand. It's kind of just like a... It's a pretty cool situation. I like interactions like that in Magic, that you have to just go a couple of steps deep to actually kind of figure out what's going on. But Anyway, I'm getting beaten down by a couple of 1/1s flyers, so worse things have happened than that. I've still got this shock in hand, and he didn't even do anything. Alright, we draw land. I can dig it so far. Get on in there with some snare casters, the 2/1 beatdowns. And I guess if he's not going to do anything, then I'll drop this Mentor of the Meek. I was expecting like a flash sliver. I don't know. I don't even know if I have any of those. I'm sure that they do. They have slivers granting basically everything. Battle sliver. That's bad. That is bad. I need to draw land here so that I can Divine Verdict the Battle Sliver here when he blocks. Or I can draw True Fire Paladin. That's basically as good. It's not. It's not. Alright. Yeah, I can't afford not to attack with everything here, so I will. And I basically just have to hope that he blocks so I can shock something. If not, then I just shock one of the other things next turn. I guess I could have like waited for him to attack, shock the Gale Rider, double block the battle. It's like another alternative play that could have been alright. I don't know. I guess if I draw land, I can play the Seraph of the Masses, but all these things have Death Touch, so that's not really going to be so good. He's just going to hit me for 1 here, so it looks like the beatdowns are slowed down a bit here. Not such a big deal to get double Death Touch. I mean, all my things... So this thing gets past Death Touch by getting First Strike, and these things are going to trade with 1/1s anyway. So Death Touch is not very good here. Obviously, I'm going to attack, trying to kill my opponent here, and he's basically got to block this just for a chump. And I will we'll go ahead and give him First Strike. I don't know. I doubt that they would give the Slivers deck any burn spells or anything, so it's not really too much of a risk. Hit my opponent for 4 damage, and there are definitely things that could go wrong, but it's looking pretty sweet here. Thorncaster Sliver would obviously just be garbage for me. He's not even going to attack here. Steel Form Sliver, you got it. Plains is a very good draw. Alright, let's attack with everything. Let's see what happens. Alright, so... this is actually not that great. So I can only actually save one of my creatures here. So I guess I may as well not cast the Divine Verdict. Alright, let's give him First Strike. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I didn't really pay that much attention, but it also is not so bad getting the second Death Toucher off the table, because then if I draw land, then I can actually play the Seraph of the Masses. Alright, he's got 5 power flying now, and they've got Vigilance. Wonderful. Well, it looks like I'm dead. Let me get rid of that flyer, I guess. Ah, so close. Draw Shock off the top. Right now. Shock. Get him. Shocker Bolt of Kyrnos. Go. Damn it. So, how do I win this one? How can I make the computer lose this? I don't think I can do anything. I think I have to attack here, hope he blocks with the Flying Sliver. Because then I can Divine Verdict it. Does not matter. Does it? Does not matter. Because, yeah, I'm just dead. Alright. Alright. That was actually way closer than I thought it would be. Mainly because he didn't play like Predatory Sliver turn 2. That would have just been brutal. I would have just gotten beat down so quickly. He still had the Battle Sliver though. Alright, I think I'm going to keep this one. It's not great, but deck's not great. What the hell just happened? Sure, I guess I'm playing a Plains. I didn't even click. I don't know how that happened, but whatever. If I had a 1-drop to play, like a Foundry Street Denizen or whatever, I'd be so pissed right now. If it played the wrong one for me. So yeah, I mean, I've got these 2 Wrecking Ogres in hand. So if I get to 5 mana, that could be pretty sweet. Alright, what you got here? 2 mana. Sentinel Sliver. alright with me. So he's got a lot of his things. Yeah, it's not going to be that hard. So, okay, I'm still a couple of mana away from that even. Yeah, it would be really cool to curve out, like, 2-drop into Attended Knight, or, like, Kranko's Command into 3-drop into Seraph of the Masses turn 4. But it's not very likely to happen. Alright, you got it, friend. So I'm really looking to draw a land here so I can start, like, Divine Verdicting and stuff. But either way, it's not great for me. I could just trade both these guys for that sliver, but I feel like the Attended Knight has more potential. That sucks. Alright, this game's over. So yeah, maybe I'll give the red-black deck a try. I would have to edit it briefly, but yeah, we'll see, because this is not working. I'm actually just not a fan of how this deck is developing. It's kind of like got half of a token theme, and then I'm also just tossing in my rares, and I don't know. Classic predatory sliver post combat, so you can't attack. What? Yeah. Alright, let's concede this one, and we'll go to the next one, because there was literally, like, there just wasn't anything I could do. 1v4 was so close though. Let's. God damn it, these menus, yo. All right. Let's do this. Can this take us to? No, I think I just have to go back.